Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're looking at another Nissa Who Shakes the World deck. This one is inspired by Ali Antrazi, or Ali Eldrazi on Twitch, an amazing brewer of jank that somehow works. I give him a lot of credit for the amount of crazy decks he's able to throw together, format in and format out, day in and day out. So this particular build, I had to make some changes. I'm trying to preserve my mythic and rare wildcard count so that I can play a variety of decks, so I'm not stuck with one deck. It's kind of one of my challenges as a different deck every day creator on YouTube. But so what I had to do is this deck is supposed to have 2 Finales of Glory. I had to cut one for a Sanguine Sacrament. It's supposed to have 3 Finales of Revelation. I cut one for Precognitive Perception. It's supposed to have 3 Karns. I went to 2 and added the 4th Gift of Paradise because I find Gift of Paradise crucial for making it into the late game. Why is New Horizons in the deck as well as Gift of Paradise? Good question. It puts a +1/+1 counter on your Incubation Druid, allowing you to go on turn 3 up to 8 mana. The next turn, I believe it would be. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you could untap with 8 mana available on your 4th turn. And what do you do with all that mana? You do big finales and you use Hydrate Crassus. The deck also has a bunch of Cleansing Novas to keep the opponent's board from doing anything good. I'm not sure why 4 Cleansing Novas and no other sweepers, but it seems to be the sweeper of choice at the moment. And then we also, of course, have the Karn. Karn the Great Creator. This is the first time we've seen this card. So it shuts down artifacts your opponent's control. Okay. And the +1 turns another artifact into a creature until the next turn. Yes, until your next turn. But it's really the -2, choosing an artifact card from outside the game in exile, revealing it, and putting it into your hand. And in this case, we have a good variety with Silent Gravestone, Amulet of Safekeeping, Damping Sphere, Sorcerer's Spyglass, 2 of those, Thematic Compass, Treasure Map, Chaos Wand, but the one you might end up getting often is Chromatic Lantern, in case the opponent somehow... maybe you're not drawing your New Horizons or your Gift of Paradise. You need to go get Chromatic Lantern so you can cast your finales without any trouble. Because at its heart, this is a 5-color green deck. Every land is a forest, which doubles what Nissa Who Shakes the World does. And then you want to cast big cards that you normally wouldn't cast out of green, like Cleansing Nova, Finale of Glory, Sanguine Sacrament, Finale of Revelation, and of course Hydrate Crassus. So, looking down the list, though, we still have a Transmogrifying Wand and a Gilded Lotus, a Godfarer statue, an Immortal Sun. I mean, what does it have to come to that you play this and shut down your own Nissa? I don't know. There's even a Parahelion hanging out in the sideboard with a Meteor Golem, but for the most part, you want Chromatic Lantern or just some other great piece to do the damage. Getting to play another Parahelion would be nice. The deck, as usual, like most crazy brews, will struggle against very early creature decks like Mono Red and such, but will do well against mid-range and can have interesting games against control, especially with Hydrate Crassus and the card draw being uncounterable. So I think the right place for this isn't currently best of 1 ranked. It's very much a best of 1 deck despite the sideboard right now. I'm not going to play it in best of 1 ranked. Again, I'm trying to only play my most competitive decks there to make top 1000 to qualify for the tournament to qualify for the Mythic. So that is my plan in best of 1 ranked. Instead, we'll do some traditional play, or not traditional, unranked play. Just some good for fun, janky brewing, and see how crazy we can go with Nissa. This is a very, very fun deck. Finale of Revelation's amazing, and I hope to show you a really good time. Elf Nissa. No way to make the white mana. You gotta have faith. You just gotta have faith, my friends. La Noire. Let's do this thing. Blood Crypt. Alright. I mean, we'll have Nissa on time. Will that be good enough? We may have to ultimate it to get the white mana we need. Ultimate her. So, Grixis, you're not going to let me have fun, are you? You're not going to let me have fun. Pretty easy choice here, but we can always hope the opponent's crazy. Nope. Not a mad lad. And keeping on top, well, gifties. Gift of Paradise can make two things. Nope, just one. Not even good. All right. We were going to draw perfect too. Oh, look at that. Got wrecked. Got wrecked by auto tap. Got auto tap wrecked. Let's see what the opponent does next. You could have waited for the Finale of Glory to do that. I would have played it, but the opponent doesn't. Let's see if they've got it now. My plan is just to play out my stuff. I'm playing jank. Uh-huh. Wow, nice. Nice curve. All right, let's play this. It doesn't really matter which land we enchant, I don't think. Pump that up. Looking for good top decks. Looking for Hydroid Krasis. Shock, bolus into bolt. Okay, you're good. You're really good at magic. I'm impressed. Consider me impressed.
My schemes are never ending.
Your magic skills, second to none.
My schemes have been foiled. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
You don't need a lot of help exploiting my weakness here, dude. You got this. You're doing great. All right. Well, whatever. Yay! When I say it's the god draw, that kind of lines up perfectly since our opponent has a dragon god. Alright, not to waste your time, friends. You win, opponent. We'll try to be sporting about it, but dear god. Yeah, this looks like a pretty electric hand. Let's give it a try. Lanoir. Do it. Wonder if we incubation or not next turn. Guess, let's see what our opponent's up to. Another Thought Erasure deck. Fun. Yeah, let's incubate. At least gives me a chance at big mana by next turn. I don't mind taking the shock when my opponent's probably not playing creatures. Yep. That's how that works. Yep. 2 straight games, 2 straight turn 2 thought erasures. Just the jank enemy. How can we put together interesting combinations of cards this way? We'll have to draw more Hydroid Krasis. We'll have to. Yep, keeping on top. Why wouldn't they? Let's go play this. Put the counter here. I've got to remember to auto tap careful, like to not rely on auto tap to get that right. That could have been a disaster. We've got big mana. Let's see if we can put it to use. And right away we have a rampage, which, yeah, we'll sacrifice an elf. Keep this druid. Hopefully we draw something to do with our mana. We don't. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where the other finale would be a lot better than a Sanguine Sacrament. It's just kind of unfortunate that that's the X spell we ended up with after that. I have a feeling the opponent will now kill off the druid, making our top decks much weaker. Yeah, okay. Stuff is happening. Let's see what our opponent wants to do to pressure us, or if they're just going to slam a bolus and make us exile all our permanents again. No, not this time. How about a Kefnet? Thought Erasure my empty hand. Dig it. Okay. Fry goes to the graveyard. Land. Come on, Hydroid Krasis. Where are you? It's been 2 games. Yeah, that's a good card. That's a card. All right, that's fun. 3 straight mana producers off the top. Right now, just losing to 1 card, and that card was Thought Erasure. On the bright side, we have a ton of life. On the not bright side, a -9 is game freaking over. Okay, awesome. Why, deck? Why you has to be this way? The opponent's like, I've got a counterspell. That's gonna go nicely. Maybe we'll stay around long enough to see the Dreadhorde General ultimate, which isn't something I've seen yet.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Yeah, sure. We got an elf. Are we gonna do it? We're not even gonna do it. Screw you. They have no respect. They have no respect for my deck. There goes a finale on top of the deck. That would have been fun, except the Dreadhorde would minus and it would just die. But yeah. Okay. Clutch. If it resolves, oh my. Alright, artifact card you own from outside the game.
Stand down.
I'm pretty sure the answer is straight up Sorcerer's Spyglass, so that we don't lose. Wait a minute, we have the mana for this, right? Yeah. Well, I hate turning off my own Karn, but let's do what we gotta do. Take that, Liliana. We should have ultimated. How's Grixis gonna deal? Do they have a Bedevil? If they had a Bedevil, like the Spyglass doesn't get around it either. Alright. Paying that 2 life, not giving many Fs about that. Does that 5 mana do something or not? This would be a stirring comeback, but we still have to draw well. And drawing well has not been my forte today. Invasion, sure. That's a land. That's a land. Crushing it. Not quite dead. Just waiting to get finished off. Binning the bolus. Yep. Okay, now what? Come on, we need something huge here. Wow, just... Alrighty, it's one of those days. Off to a rough start. Thank God it's unranked. It's a good hand. Does it beat turn 2 Thought Erasure? Apparently nothing does. Alright, elf on elf. That's different. I haven't played against something that's not turn 2 Thought Erasure in what seems like a while. Let's give this a shot. I'm pretty sure I'm uploading those other games anyway, just to kind of showcase some of what's going on with the deck and how much it needs certain cards. But the amount of Thought Erasures I've already played today is insane, you guys. You have no idea. Negate. Okay. Well, better to negate that than something bigger later in the game, especially with this hand. Yeah, okay. Okay, then. It's gonna be that way, is it? Let's try that again. See what shenanigans my opponent's going to get up with these spells. They draw, do they reveal? They do not reveal. Uh-huh. Owie. There's a Crisis. Crisis good. Let's see. Let's do this first, though. I'm like wary of like a Quench or a Syncopate or something ridiculous. Put a counter over here, but I'm trying to play the long game. I think my opponent might be too, but I'm still going to hold my elf back. Don't want to walk into a Frilled Mystic or something stupid. Yeah? You want to reveal that? Nah? Alright. Opponent playing like some Nexusless Nexus nonsense here? What is this? Maybe it's the God Eternal... What is it? Riverwise Augur, God Eternal, Karn's Temporal Sundering is infinite turns with Kefnet? Maybe they're on that, or maybe they're just messing around. Trying to do fair stuff. Here's Kiora. That implies a lot more creatures in the deck. This implies more spells. I don't know. Ooh, doggy. But we better lead with the Crassus, because Finale of Revelation getting countered would be a disaster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The opponent might counter it, but I get them life and them cards. There you go. And hopefully that just kind of eases up their counterspell ability for the next turn. Incubation Congruity. Weird. It does feel like it's that combo deck. Maybe our opponent can take us to infinity and beyond with their nonsense. So 8 mana, 9 mana.
Let's get moving.
Oh, are we playing something big now? Maybe I can Nova it. There it is, my opponent's Hydroid Crisis, yep. That means Nissa resolves. Let's shake this world, shall we?
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
So let's add pay 2 life. Let's tap you for white. Then we have to untap it. This destroys all creatures, right? I don't really want to destroy this. I mean, I could untap one of these, but then that gets destroyed too. I don't really want to destroy any of those, but I guess I do what I gotta do, right? Do what you gotta do, CGB. Wait a minute, hold on. What if I did a big finale and untapped 5 lands from this point? Let's see, how big can I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not big enough. Not big enough to untap lands. Alright. So I feel like I've got to do it this way.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Destroy all creatures. Opponent gets to put the Kefnet back in the deck, of course. Nothing much I can do about that. But hopefully they can't easy deal with Nissa. And if they had a counter, well, let's see what they do. They did just draw a bunch of cards off their Krasis. They might have another counter for this finale, which would be frustrating. But we can see what they do. Goreclaw. Sure. Or what? Sphinx of Foresight, yeah. Fun. Alright. Our opponent's also doing craziness. And they have a Kefnet they can play for 2 because of their Goreclaw and draw another card. So yeah, their deck is crazy. I like it. I like crazy. Let's be crazy together. Alright. What are we doing here? Let's make all the blue. Let's plus untap you. This is about to get weird. Let's make all the blue. Let's see. If I green and put it there, is that like free mana with the gift? Kind of. But I think I'm better off just drawing as many cards as I can, right? Wow. 16 mana? Do this for 14? That's why I added it first. I really didn't want to have to do the math and then figure it out. Woo! Untap 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For my next trick. Whatever shall we do? We can wrath away our opponent's stuff and make them start over. That's pretty good. We could also gain stupid amounts of life. I don't know if wrathing them is the right play even. I don't know what combo they're going for, but I could at least put it off. I could also draw a million cards again, which is insane. Oh my goodness, but I have all the things I really need. So let's add white here. Let's Nova your stuff. As much as I hate blowing up my lands that are doing such great work for me, let's set the opponent back again. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 9 mana. So what do we do with it? Well, we could play some of our elves, but we could also get another giant Crassus on the battlefield and flip the field. So yeah, I think I like that. No maximum hand size for the rest of the game, by the way, if you were wondering. Finale of Revelation. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, and the opponent doesn't want to see how crazy it gets from here. Holy crap. Like your combo jank over my combo jank. Looks fun. Doesn't survive a pair of thought erasures, but looks fun. Our opponent with the mull. Alright. Let's get it going. Overgrown Tomb. Okay. Don't know where that's gonna lead. Green-black. Is it a wild growth thingy? Ooh, it's saplings? Okay. I mean, those can put a clock on you. Not to be completely underestimated. I would have actually liked playing against the Wild Growth Walker version better, I think, because they're going to give me all the time in the world to set up, typically. Saplings might be able to clock me. Let's see what happens. No play. Interesting. Let's drop some New Horizons. Just go big on mana as quickly as we possibly can. We're going to untap with a 5-power Crassus potential next turn. 6 if we draw the land. The opponent's impressed. They think that's nice. The plunder is costly, but the cards are deuce. Let's see what they do with them. Poison Tip Archer. Well, let the shenanigan setup begin. In for 1, down to 20. Land off the top, pretty ideal. Now our Crassus gets to draw 3 cards. We'll just start Giant Monster / Ancestral Recalling right away. And there's 2 Nissas, both of which capable of shaking the frickin' world. There is a Vraska, which can take out the Crassus.
Don't be surprised if we meet again.
Triggers the Poison Tip Archer. Opponent gets us down to 19. They're not completely checked out on this one yet. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential mana. We'll pay 2 life. This is 8, 9, 10. So this is... So again, Nissa plus Gift of Paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this has Vigilance, so let's go to combat and take out this Golgari Queen. Hey-ya!
I guess today's your lucky day.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can play this for frickin' 8. Boom. My goodness, does this thing ramp up fast. Bunch of nonsense in there. The opponent says I can't compete with this. I can't do it. Too many cards. All right, line them up. Don't really want the Sanguine Sacrament here, but what can you do? We've got the Nissa. That's pretty much the card in the deck that we're trying to make happen, so let's roll. Krasis off the top with no way to cast it. We're gonna have to figure that out. That part's gonna have to get solved. Green red. Drover. Dinosaurs? What the hell are those doing here? Nobody plays dinosaurs. No way to cast that Nova yet either. It's gonna get ugly. Bang. Bang! Llanowar Elf down. I'm not that mad about it. It's better than them playing a big monster. Gift. Okay, gift is good. Gift turns the hand on. And now we have Nova for when the big monsters do come out. This should be a game. Karn. I need a land. It's what I need. Karn could distract for a second and go get me something, I guess.
I will defend my
What do we want against dinos? I mean, there's a Gilded Lotus we can't cast. There's a Chromatic Lantern we can. These cards don't do much. Treasure Map, I mean, how could we not have that in there? But it feels like Treasure Map does a big amount of what I need to do. Lantern may well be the best. It's the quickest road to more mana. Treasure Map takes time. Alright. Let's grab it. Sort of taken the extremely safe road. To make sure I can Nova before I'm completely dead, I hope. There's still a chance of like a Regisaur Alpha here. Nope. Another Ripjaw. I'm gearing up for a nice big beating on me. Oh, never mind. Weird. So I can play you. I can minus you.
You will not threaten this world.
Whenever you become the target of a spell or ability, counter it. Creature tokens get -1/-0. That doesn't do much. You have 2 mana this turn. You could play a map. I think I'm playing the Incubation Druid regardless, but I just need something else. Something to buy me more time. What should it be? We're going to get up to 5 mana. Immortal Sun is, I don't think is it. I feel like a Thematic Compass could do a lot of work. Maybe that's crazy. I know what my next plan is. It's a Nova, so I need to survive this turn. Oh man, so many dinosaurs. So many dinosaurs. They're coming at me. All right, we'll block here. Won't trigger Enrage because it's an O2. And we'll take 7 and go to 11. Plan for turn. Do I have a way like to sneaky untap? Do I? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays Nissa. Nissa untaps this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. It's not enough. Does this say untap an artifact? No. Alright. So let's just get the Nova done. I was trying to think of another way I could use my turn, but we're just going to do it like this. And we want to do that before we activate our Lantern and turn it into a creature. Yeah. Because otherwise we blow up our own Lantern. It is interesting that Karn can target the opponent's artifacts so they get blown up by the destroy all creatures side of Nova, which is pretty funny. Alright. It's your time, right?
We will not fail.
We will not fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't get something that untaps more stuff. Let's play you. Let's activate you. Let's go get the forest. Put it on the battlefield. And do we plus? Yes, we can. Sort of feel like I should just minus it to be safe. I should have just a little artifact creature in here that I can throw down to be a blocker in these stupid situations like this where I just need a blocker for 1 turn. I choose you. Why not? Now if we untap from this, life should be okay. Domri. Oh boy.
look forward to seeing you running away.
Now you get to fight. Oh, on my gifty land.
Nothing but dust when I'm done.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But what do you attack, Ripjaw? Do you attack Nissa or do you attack me? Nobody attacks Nissa. No respect. Alright, big mana time. Plus here.
Harness the elements.
1, 2, 3, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is for 9. We'll just make it for 8 and also use the treasure map rather than like 8 and 9 I don't think are going to be a huge difference. Alright, I could pay 2 life and also have an incubation druid. It's not terrible. It is another blocker if I need it. And then we say go. We're gonna stabilize. We're gonna fight back. Oh, the Jedi doesn't want us to fight back. Usually the first big crisis is about when they're like, well, that's not going my way. Game. Yeah, this is a quick setup for an incubation druid. We're going to need a way to draw more cards, though. We're going to need to draw the Crassus or the Finale. Some big mana payoff. Blue mana. Terramander. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of these types. Blue-black Terramander. Okay. Might be fresh. If I get thought erasured, though. Yeah. So I have seen a blue-black Terramander deck floating around here and there. Some people seem to be giving it some buzz. Might have to show it on the channel soon. We'll see. I'm always interested in what the people are interested in. Nobody's asked me for a blue-black Terramander. Opponent is in the flippin' tank, though, here. Like, do I chart a course, or do I Tyrant Scorn your Incubation Druid? Alright, slam that. No, not what I meant to do. Did you see? It highlighted these lands. It didn't highlight the Druid. I'll have to watch that back, but I'm 90% sure it highlighted the land and not the Druid when I made this play. It doesn't matter much if the opponent's going to kill the Druid anyway, which they're telegraphing by taking as long as they are. Maybe I missed something. What's going on? Why haven't we killed this thing yet? I keep touching their Drake. Like petting their Salamander every couple seconds. Not just when they're attacking or blocking. It's pretty funny. Like, what's this do? How's this card work? How's this go? Alright. All the mana and nowhere to go. Put a counter over here. Opponent is taking the super slow train. So I'm guessing they have like a Tyrant Scorner, a cast down, as well as a counter spell, and that's kind of what they're giving away here, is that they don't know when to leave mana open and when to play the removal. Merfolk Trickster, okay, didn't expect that. I should stop assuming I know what the hell is going on in this game. Blue Black Thief of Curious Obsession? Maybe? I don't know. Petting that Terramander again. Like, yes, yes, good, good. It's his evil little pet, or her evil little pet. Uh-huh. I mean, we're a huge dog here no matter what, because whatever's in our opponent's hand, it's probably better than the nothing we are doing. Well, that's a decent draw, but I don't think I can afford to just play it and get it countered. Let's try turning our creatures sideways. See if that gets a response out of our opponent. They've done really close to nothing so far. I wonder if I pay 2 life to play around a quench. Doesn't seem good. I'm dying here. What you got? Come on. All right. I'll just play this land tap then and say go. And on end step, I'm sure you'll do something, which hopefully will give me the chance to cast Perception. Vraska's Contempt, sure. I get cards. As long as I don't get Thought Erasure, this Crassus is really good. Because even if it gets countered or removed, the life gain and the card should help get me ahead. Petting that Pteramander. Like, yes, yes. Here they come, down to 12. What next? Go. Seems like counter magic, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I attack with the elves and see if I can draw a response. At least that's my plan. I like my elves. I don't love my elves. Besides, if the opponent taps out, it might be worth a cleansing Nova. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen here is my Crassus will get countered or removed, but we still get the cards and the life. Wow. Best hand. Oh, that brutal top 3. Oof. Uh-huh. There's the Scorn. You did it. Super reactive. Our opponent loving being reactive. So I can Nissa and Nova next turn if my elf survives. So let's see what happens. If our opponent has 2 Wizard's Retorts, it won't matter, but it's worth trying. Here's Nissa. Oh, now I have to pay 2 life. No, I don't.
Together,
Resolved.
we will prevail.
That's kind of weird. So now I have to decide whether or not to go to this Nova. Alright, maybe I should attack with the elf then, and then try the Nova? Let's see. The opponent contempts in response, and I don't get to untap a land with Nissa. That's okay. I would have blown it up anyway. Interesting that the opponent would tap out to Vraska's Contempt the elf and not the Nissa. Alright. Destroy all creatures. Seems like a mistake. Land this elf. Plus and pump up one of these forests.
The land fights for us.
Say go. That turned the game around. How many contempts do you have? Because I've got all these lands. Go ahead and thought erase me now. I'm ready. Running big mana, few payoff. That's my strategy. Enter the God Eternals. That is an obnoxious one. Oh no! All my big mana cards are gone! And I draw a land. Wow. Brutal.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Absolutely brutal. No attacks. Now what? Interesting blue-black mid-range Trickster Terramander Enter the God Eternals package. Pretty crazy. Attacking my face. Let's just absorb that hit. Try to keep our forest around. If we ultimate our Nissa, our lands gain indestructible, which makes these creatures more valuable. And this has vigilance and haste.
I cannot protect you anymore.
The third Vraska's Contempt! Why? The opponent's drawn no extra cards, like, right? They haven't even played so much as a Charta course, and I'm getting absolutely hammered by them. That feels bad. Not gonna lie about that. That feels really bad. Yeah, it's time to adapt that Terramander. This I agree. Which means I should block the 4/4, because then a creature off the top might buy me another turn. We're definitely in a position where we have big mana, so anything we draw that requires that would be nice, but our opponent somehow with the magic of milling absolutely crushed us, taking 2 Crassus and a Finale. So brutal. All right. Block. Okay, not quite dead, unless this gets countered in some glorious manner. Oh wait, it is still dead. Still, let's test them for how perfect their hand is. It's either a removal spell or a counter. But yeah, that's game. And I don't know how long they're gonna take to figure that out, so I'm out of here. But, ugh, bad feels. Let's see where it goes. We need the white mana for the Nova. We've got a lot of ways to make it. And we can get an elf to try to ramp out a Nissa. Yeah, we can see what happens. Simic Guildgate. Oh boy. Some kind of Gates deck? Or just a Simic deck that likes its mana squeaky clean? Looking Gate-like. Nothing to do this turn but play a tap land and poke the opponent with an elf, I suppose. I don't think I play Krasis here, though. Like next turn for 4, I think I hold it till after the Nissa. Gates decks don't always have good ways to deal with Planeswalkers, especially this early. And we need a ton of cards, I have found. If this deck doesn't get its big card payoffs, bad things happen. Well, Bant Gates, what are we up to? What nonsense can you bring? Fun. Alright, big cards. Here's my Nissa.
Power surges through these lands. The land shall conquer you.
Ayah! Let's conquer them with land. It will be wonderful. So far, Bant Gates, no red yet, though I don't think we should expect Gates Ablaze to stay out of the equation forever. Colossus is here. Okay, it's on. So let's go.
Harness the elements.
What is that? 12? So this is for 10, 11? Here we go. Big stuff happening. What do I discard? Probably the forest, right? Everything else probably has more use. I have to discard 2 cards. Probably the New Horizons then. It's going to be a little bit slow to cast now that I'm in the Nissa zone. We'll see if the opponent can remove the Krasis. If they can take out the Nissa, which is obnoxious. Now, keeping the elf untapped, some of you may have been like, keep the elf to block. It can't jump block the Gate Colossus because it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. I could have kept a forest available, but that's one less card off the Krasis, which I rarely compromise my card draw. Nom. Now the opponent probably wraths the board in some manner. Which, blowing up my lands, not cool, bro. Oh, it's a red mana, so Gate Colossus, or Gates Ablaze, yeah. The opponent did slow roll that. It's okay. Our Nissa's working on it. We're working on that emblem. If we get another turn with her, that emblem's gonna be a real pain. What are we right now? We're looking at Finale of Revelation for 6, 7, 8. It's not that big. So we're probably playing Karn. What does Karn get? Good questions. These turns can take a minute to figure out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's start with a Karn. Let's go see what we can fetch. Chaos Wand sounds insane, but not that good. Damping Sphere can be decent. Philan is half for 2 or more mana. That includes my own. How is that any good? All right, that's just silly, is what that is. We could Meteor Golem. No, like all this stuff is pretty janky. Sure janks a lot for reals. Though maybe Meteor Golem is the take. Let me just slow the opponent down here. You can blow up a land. You can also get a Chromatic Lantern. I guess that sort of matters. We don't have white mana yet. Yeah, let's grab a Meteor Golem. Maybe that's not the dumbest thing. This is a pretty funny card. Actually, YOLO. I'm doing it. Let's do it. Let's Waken you. Drop the gold, the God Pharaoh's statue, which makes our opponent's spells cost 2 more to play, and our Karn can turn into a 6/6. Let's do it. Let's make their stuff way too expensive. And Nissa is on ultimate duty, which is you get an emblem. Lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forests and put them onto the battlefield tapped. No, don't leave! Oh, the shenanigans. Alrighty. Her opponent not willing to pay 2 more for their spells. I hope you enjoyed this video with the Nissa green ramp deck. This deck is really fun. It's really hard to find an opponent to let you play out all the nonsense it gets into, but the deeper it goes, the more ridiculous it gets. I don't even blame opponents for leaving. You actually have to think a good amount to play it well. But hey, it's also got an Achilles heel, which I would call blue-black decks with thought erasure, as we found out today. But it is a blast, and another good reason to craft your Nissas and have a lot of fun with them. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. You can also support the channel on Patreon for special perks. Links are in the description. Our sponsors are HauntedFlower.com and FlipsideGaming.com. Haunted Flower sells officially licensed MTG apparel and accessories, and Flipside Gaming sells MTG cards and supplies. You can save 10% on either site with the promo code CGB, and it supports the channel at the same time. See you next time for another day in the arena. For now, it's me, it's CGB, signing out.